Hello everyone, this is Ruchi Sharma from EC department and you are viewing the lecture of antenna and propagation of subject code 6EC404 from Arya College of Engineering and IT Jaipur. Dear students, this is our 9th lecture and in this lecture you are going to learn about unit number 3rd, aperture and reflector antennas, topics 3.3. Babinet's principle for complementary structure in antennas and propagation. You might also have, you definitely have came across the name Babinet's principle in 12th standard, and I would like to recall, to make you recall about this principle. First of all, let us be familiar with the topic Babinet's principle for complementary structures. What are complementary structures? I'll let you know. Students, complementary structures are those structures when like there is structure number 1 and structure number 2, and if both the structures are combined they form a single solid screen with no overlapping at all. You will be understood after seeing some diagrams. Now students, Babinet's principle here. Now what does it tells in antenna? What is the significance of Babinet's principle, of studying Babinet's principle in antenna? The significance is that, as you have already known, that in previous unit we have been learning the linear wire antenna and the radiation, etc., and in this unit we are completely learning about aperture antennas. So therefore there is some relation between both, and to study that relation we need to understand Babinet's principle. So Babinet's principle, basically what does it tells? It tells the relation between wired antennas and aperture antennas. Now uh, it it what does it Babinet's principle, what does it states in optics, which you have learnt in 12th standard? What does it states? The Babinet's principle, which in optics states that when a field behind the screen, listen carefully, when a field behind the screen with an opening is added to the field of a complementary structure, the sum is equal to the field when there is no screen. Now what is a complementary structure? Just suppose I have taken a sheet of paper, and in middle of that I have cut a slot, a rectangular or something, any shape you can take. I have cut that slot. Now I can keep that slot aside and I can keep that paper aside, right? Now when I pass light from that paper from which I have taken out that cut, then the light is not the light will only enter from that slot which is cut from the paper. Paper is a screen, and now the light which is coming within that slot, plus the light when I keep my torch in front of that cut piece from which I have taken from the paper, and I pass light from behind that, then I will obtain the light field which was restricted by the paper. Right now, when I keep light source in front of in front, there is no obstacle of complementary structure. That piece of paper is, that cut which we have taken is acting as a complementary structure. This is the complementary structure taken out from the paper sheet. Right now, the field which we are getting without any structure or field or paper, etc., is what it is the addition of both the fields obtained from keeping it behind the screen with the slot, or behind the that complementary structure, or behind that piece of paper which we have cut from the paper. This is the very basic definition of Babinet's principle in optics, which you can also understand by looking at this diagram. See, A, B, C, there are three diagrams. Presence of screen, in presence of screen when we pass light, then what in what part we get the light, first diagram. And presence of complementary structure, in what part we get the light. Now then, when there is no screen, then the field obtained from C will be equal to the field obtained from A plus B. Now students, the extension of Babinet's principle was done by Booker it is a scientist name, for more practical conducting screens. As earlier it was not considering the polarization and was only included for absorption screens. Now for furthermore, Booker have extended this principle for conducting sheets. So the sheets which we will be taking into consideration in this will be of perfectly conducting material, and with the consideration of polarization too. Now the extension of Babinet's principle done by Booker for more practical conducting screens. Now let us assume that an electric source J. Now let us assume that an electric source J radiates into an unbounded medium of intrinsic impedance neta is equals to mu by epsilon whole whole square, whole root, and produces at point P. Here you can see the point P, the fields E naught and H naught, which is the diagram A here, figure A. Right now, the same field which is obtained at A, the same field can be obtained by combining the fields when the electric sources radiates in a medium with intrinsic impedance neta equals to that only in the presence of. The two combinations will be there. First, figure B, the sheet you can see, this sheet is the infinite planar very thin perfect conductor with an opening SA, which produces at P the fields E, E and H, E. Okay, now the field obtained at point P in A diagram without any sheet in front of the source can be the addition of figure number B, which is obtained by the screen with the screen with an opening SA, okay, plus a flat very thin perfect electric conductor SA, which produces at P the fields EMHM. Refer figure C. Understood now? It is equivalent to the Babinet's principle as I have previously explained you in this lecture. Therefore, now what can we write? Therefore, E naught equals to EE plus EM, and H naught is equals to HE plus HM. Now here we have talked about the sheets and fields according to the optical principle of Babinet's. Now we are moving towards the field equivalence principle. Now we will take the equivalent current, now we will generate equivalent current sources for, and then we will apply this principle to the field equivalence principle. Now what happens, the same field produced by the source in figure A can also be obtained by the combination of figure B and figure D. Now we are not taking into consideration the screens, we are taking these sources, these arrows which are drawn left side of the sheet, arrows J, J and M source in D diagram. Now the same field which is obtained at point A can be obtained by the combination of figure B and figure D, where figure B is what, an electric source J radiating in medium in the neta is equals to mu by epsilon whole root in the presence of an infinite planar very thin perfect electric conductor, in the presence of that this sheet perfect electric this complementary structure I mean SA, which produces the fields EEHE at P. Now the combination of this plus combination of which diagram, the combination of figure B and the combination of figure D. Now what does D says? A magnetic source M radiating in a medium with intrinsic impedance neta D is equals to epsilon upon mu whole root in the presence of very thin flat perfect electric conductor SA. This is the complementary structure again, which produces at P the fields EDHD. Now what we can write? We can write E naught equals to EE plus HD, and E naught is equals to EE plus HD, and H naught equals to He minus Ed. Now the terminal impedances. Now what happens when we consider if we consider the complementary structure over here, like this is the complementary structure piece taken out from this perfect electric sheet. Now the terminal impedances Zs and Zc of the two complementary structures, mean this whole sheet and this piece taken out of it, the both of them having terminal impedances as Zs and Zc respectively. Then their impedances are related as, how their impedances are related as, by given as in this formula, Zc equals to neta square by 4. Now children, on the basis of this you are going to get a numerical in the examination. It is possible that you might get this numerical. So this type of numerical will be asked to you, and when you are asked, and you have to apply this formula. And how does it solves? It is solved in this solution. This is all for this lecture, students, and in our next lecture we'll be